Super hearing, stealth wings, and a kill claw, we're gonna travel to the great state of Maine and visit our falconer friend Adam in this episode all about owls. So who's this?
This is Griffin. Griffin's a great horned owl. She's a female. They call them great horned owls because it looks like they have horns on their head.
Right.
They're just feathers.
Just feathers, yeah. She has a good hairstyle.
The ears are actually right around our orbital disc, right where our eyes are.
Okay.
That black half circle, the ears are behind that. If you were to picture taking your ear off, turning it around and upside down, and facing backwards, that's where their ears are. Pull those feathers forward and see inside the ears. Scientists have made experiments where they had a altered room where there's absolutely no light with leaf litter and mice in the bottom, and the owls were still able to catch the mice. Even though they can't see in the dark, but they can hear, triangulate the sound so that they can hunt.
They have large wings relative to their body mass, which allows them to fly unusually slowly, gliding noiselessly with little flapping.
If you look on our wings, the little serrated edges, these are the feathers. So like the falcons and the hawks, they don't have that. That helps break the sound of the wind. And our wings, like when you hear them flap, they're really quiet.
Two long-held hypotheses attempt to explain this ability. The stealthy hunting hypothesis poses that owls fly inaudibly so that prey won't be able to hear them coming and have little time to escape. On the flip side, the prey detection hypothesis poses that silent flight aids the owl in hearing and detecting prey. If you're trying to navigate your next meal, like a quiet little mouse scurrying along on the ground in the dark, you don't want your big, noisy, flappy wings impeding your own ability to hear. The sound dampening structures didn't evolve by chance. Silent flight is clearly crucial to many owls' survival. Owls' enormous eyes help them to take in enough light to see even after the sun sets.
She's got the most beautiful eyes. Her eyes are fixed in her head. They can't move like our eyes.
You can roll your eyes to the left and the right while holding your head still, but an owl's eyes are fixed, staring straight as if it were looking through a pair of binoculars. To compensate, owls have evolved their famous ability to turn their necks incredibly far in either direction. They can't turn their heads all the way around, but they can rotate them 270 degrees or 3/4 of a full circle in either direction. In other words, if the owl were to turn its head to the left, it could turn it so far that it would be looking over its right shoulder.
And if you notice, like before she takes off, she'll start bobbing her head. It helps her give her that depth perception of like that branch is in front of that branch and where to land.
If you're still here liking this video and getting some benefit from it, please show your support by hitting that like button, leaving me a comment down below, and most importantly, please subscribe. She hunts at night, right?
Yep, sort of diurnal, like go hunt right when the sun's going down and right when the sun's coming up, and at night as well.
Owls mostly eat insects, moles, voles, rodents, birds, and rabbits. The great horned owl is the only animal that regularly feasts on skunk. Yuck. The great horned owl is an apex predator, or you can say it's at the top of the food chain. Speaking of food chains, let's make a food chain. At the beginning of every food chain is the sun. So we're gonna put the sun first. Then we have to have our primary producers. And our primary producer is going to be a dandelion in this food chain. The dandelion receives energy from the sun and grows. It's the primary producer. Now we have to have our primary consumer. So who consumes the energy that is now in that dandelion? Well, that is going to be our grasshopper. So our grasshopper is going to be the primary consumer. It will consume or eat the dandelion. The energy will transfer to our grasshopper. So he's going to cover that up right there. Then that energy is going to transfer to our secondary consumer, the organism that is going to eat our grasshopper, which is going to be our lovely skunk friend. So our skunk is going to be our secondary consumer. It will consume this grasshopper and the energy will transfer from the grasshopper to the skunk. Only one left. This is going to be our great horned owl, right? Our great horned owl is going to be our tertiary consumer or our apex predator at the very top of this food chain. So the great horned owl is going to consume the skunk, which is disgusting, okay? But it just happens and I'm grateful for it. So our great horned owl, now the energy has transferred from that skunk to our great horned owl, completing our food chain. This exact resource is available in the description below. Owls are incredible creatures. If you want to see me dissect an owl pellet, you can check out this episode next. A huge thank you to our falconer friend, Adam. We'll see you next time.